Does the government work for us or do we work for the government? What if the liberties enshrined in our Constitution have been transformed into a myth? What if the idea of a Constitution guaranteeing freedom is rich in rhetorical flourish and patriotic fervor, but absent of real meaning? Tonight, what if the state of freedom in America is actually worse than you think? What if American prosperity had nothing to do with the government? What if prosperity came from a self-reliant work ethic, an entrepreneurial drive, and optimistic perseverance that actually resisted the government? What if America was made special by our exercise of freedoms in spite of the government? What if Americans are special when we don't take freedom and prosperity for granted? What if Americans really understood that we could be more productive and more prosperous if we were more free? What if the poor state of our economy was the result of letting the government get in the way of the free market? What if our economic indicators did not accurately measure how far we've strayed from the road to prosperity? What if the government intentionally gave us the wrong information and deluded us into thinking it is doing the right thing? What if we have become too reliant on the government? What if the government wants to make us dependent upon it? What if big government, from Theodore Roosevelt to Barack Obama, actually set out to accomplish this? What if the expansion of government into ever more industries and the intrusion of government into ever more personal lives actually served the purpose of tenderizing Americans? What if big government has actually and intentionally made us soft? What if the unintended consequences of every government intervention in the economy was met with more government intervention to address the problems created by the government in the first place? What if nobody was hiring because we've lost the free market in America? What if excessive regulations, burdensome and intrusive record-keeping and reporting requirements, and bitter government bureaucrats have emaciated American businesses? What if government got so big the big business had to get in bed with big government just to survive? What if those businesses that refused to capitulate to government became its targets? What if the government forced some of the states and forced some big businesses to accept the government's money and the strings that came with that money? What if the federal government bribed the states to do as the feds wished? What if the states accepted that bribery? What if that's happening today? What if government were accelerating its control of the economy by using the rhetoric of class warfare to divide us? What if government lies by scapegoating the drivers of the free market and laying the blame on them for the destruction that the government itself has caused? What if that's how government will come to control the entire economy? What if we were stuck in a vicious cycle of government intervention combined with government manipulation that has driven much of the population willingly into the controlling arms of the government? What if the government took away your cell phone? What if it claimed it was unsafe for you to use it? What if only the police could use cell phones? What if banning even hands-free cell phones in cars was just the first step toward banning all cell phones? What if those rules were written by a faceless government bureaucrat? What if the Congress just looked the other way? What if the government had no intention of keeping you safe, but only of using your fears to curb your freedoms? What if the government transitioned effortlessly between rhetoric that referred to foreign enemies and rhetoric that referred to policies at home? What if the government gave itself the power to treat you the same way it treats an enemy on a battlefield? What if your elected representatives actually voted to declare the United States of America a battlefield? What if that included your backyard? What if you woke up one day and soldiers were there because the president sent them? What if they came for you because of your political views? What if the freedom we have was possible in the first place only because we once had a constitution and once had governments that were faithful to it? What if the Constitution has just become a piece of paper that the government laughs at? What if the government didn't feel bound by the Constitution anymore? What if our rights were conditioned on government approval? What if they were rarely taken away openly and obviously in the day of light, but were chipped away slowly through regulation and fear? What if that's how you were controlled? What if anyone could be detained indefinitely because we're all on a battlefield? What if the government could turn off the media that criticized it? What if the feds canceled Fox for a week because they didn't like what we say here? What if one day the government targeted Freedom Watch? What if one night the government targeted you?